So today we are going to be doing a foundation routine, my foundation routine. And so yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. They're the Rough and Bumpy Skin Moisturizer. Like 2 weeks before my wedding, I broke out. So this is the moisturizer that I've been using, and so far, it's, you know, it's been really good so far. Prep your skin before you put makeup on. This is the Neutrogena Clear Face Breakout Free Liquid Lotion Sunscreen. Baby Skin Primer. And I'm just going to tap that into the skin. And then I am going to go in with this. This is the Porefessional. And this is by Benefit, and this is gonna minimize these ugly pores I got right here. Whoever told like black people they shouldn't wear sunscreen? Because that's what I used to think, and that was the worst advice that I've ever gotten in my whole life. Like, oh girl, you black, you don't need sunscreen. Yes you do. You're gonna be looking like a wrinkled up raisin in about 20 years, especially if you live in a place that is sunny like myself. I live in Louisiana. It is summer 90% of the time. You need sunscreen. Now that I have my sunscreen, my moisturizer, my eye cream, and my primers all in place, I am going to put my foundation on. And lately I've been a foundation before brows kind of girl, and I don't know where they came from. I don't know where I got it, but I wasn't like that. So I'm gonna be using this All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation by NARS. This stuff is so good, y'all. Like, I love it. You gotta make sure you shake it really well though. And I got this brush from Ulta forever ago. This is the Velvet Luxe brush. This is a foundation brush, and I'm just gonna blend that out. This is like a tad bit, just a little bit lighter for me since I got back from my honeymoon, but it's fine. Okay, but I'm gonna be using this Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the color Golden to conceal. And I am going to take my sponge, my Real Technique sponge, and I'm just going to blend that out. I'm going to go in with another concealer once I partially blend this out. Y'all know how I feel about uneven blends. This might be all in my head, but I like to blend both sides at the same time. I'm gonna go in with this Instant Edge Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer in the shade Golden. Now that I look like this, I'm gonna take this and actually blend this out. Finish blending this out. I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just blend that out, the edges of that concealer out. Okay, now that that is all blended, I am going to take my ABH contour stick and I'm gonna take this Marc Jacobs the face brush, and I'm just going to blend. In high school, how I used to do my makeup, I would wear MAC, and I would just wear the foundation and like nothing else, and then I would put like this awful like highlighter pigmented, you know, I'm gonna do a video on how I used to do my makeup in high school. I wonder if I can still find one of those eyeshadow palettes that I used. It was so tragic. I like to blend my actual contour out with a denser brush, a more dense brush. Smaller too. I'm gonna take this Real Techniques contour brush. I want my under eye to be really light, so I'm gonna go in with this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is like really small one, a tiny one, a mini one. Best way to make your under eye like super light and gorge like so is to use a concealer that's not meant for your ethnicity. I like to use the black Radiance contour stick because it's a little more subtle and less darker than this ABH foundation stick that I use. I need to be very precise, so I'm gonna go in with this pencil brush, get some of that on there. I hate when I get makeup on my actual makeup. Blend that into the brow. Okay, so now we are gonna start powdering things, but before we do that, we want to make sure that everything is seamless. There are no creases in places that there shouldn't be creases. The Real Techniques powder sponge and this kalahari Juvias place. Are you gonna focus? Focus, yes. And this is gonna be, that's gonna be my yellow powder, because I like to use a yellow powder and then like a translucent powder. And because I'm out of my Le Mercier translucent powder, I am going to have to improvise and use a different one. Y'all cannot go wrong with no yellow setting powder. I'm not gonna set my chin too much because, you know, I don't want y'all to see my pimple down here. is a BH Cosmetics blending brush. I am going to take it, some powder, and I'm trying to be really precise with this powder. So I am just going to blend this forehead to my satisfaction. Look at that. I love when my face is just coming together. Now I want to bronze. And I'm going to be taking my Becca Maui Nights Sunlit Bronzer. This is so beautiful. Look at that. I don't want to blind you guys with this mirror. So I just want to show it to you like that. And let me grab a bronzing brush. Ooh, my favorite bronzing brush is Filthy. So let me grab another one. This one. Get some of that product on there, off the excess. I keep licking my lips and it's kind of upsetting me because my lips are gonna be dry by the time I decide to put my lipstick on, and I don't want that. Why do I keep licking my lips? Like, blush. I lost my train of thoughts. This blush is by NARS. This is called Orgasm. This is beautiful. It's a very light pink blush, but it is going to show up on my skin. Let's get it in there. And I like to apply all this before I dust off that excess powder. That is so freaking pretty, y'all. Everyone should have this in their collection because I've seen it beautiful on the darkest complexions to the lightest complexions. It is just an overall like beautiful blush that really anyone can use. And that's what's so beautiful about it. Like, everybody could use it. That's a rarity. Everybody ain't always able to use everything, you know? Bronzer. Okay, so now we're gonna wipe off this excess powder, and I like to do it with this foundation brush. I saw this on someone's page and I was like, oh my god, that makes so much, someone's YouTube, I mean, and that makes so much sense because not only does it take off the excess powder, it kind of takes off the excess product. And I'm going to be using this NYX Matte Finish spray, and I am going to spray all over first. I'm not done. I just like to do this so all my powders can kind of melt together. Before I go any further, I want to set the rest of my face, and I'm going to be using, this is by Lancôme. This is 460 Suede. And this is what I use to set my face all over. Oh my gosh, I forgot about my eyelids, y'all. Use one side to blend and one side to set. You forgive me. Forgive the fact that I totally forgot about my eyelids. Oh my gosh. They were gonna be so shiny all throughout the day. I was gonna be beat, but my eyelids was gonna be so shiny. My camera died and I had to switch my battery. But I was showing you guys this, which is a lighter powder that I am going to be going in with on top of that yellow powder. Ooh, let me knock some of that excess off. I don't want it to be too white But I also need it to be very precise. You know what? I'm going to apply this with my sponge. I feel more confident doing it that way. And once I do that, I'm just going to take my brush that I use to contour with, and I'm just going to make sure everything is in order for that. Having this powder like sit here is going to further help my nose contour. So without adding any extra, none whatsoever, product, I am going to go carve out my nose contour like so. I want to deepen my contour, so I'm going to take that same ABH. I mean, it's there, but it's not popping. Not how I want it to look anyway. This, and you guys can see which two that I love to use. I like to be highlighted. I like the glow. I know it's like, that's unnatural, it shouldn't look like that, blah blah blah, but hey, I like it. Now that is what I call a highlight. I feel like in the process of doing my highlight, I got rid of some blush, and I'm gonna go back in, tap, because even this blush has a little shimmer in it, like so. This brush to get off my excess powder, but really I'm just gonna get off the powder on my nose. I'm gonna leave that other powder, my nose and my eyelids. You just need like a really thin line to help your fake eyelashes blend. I am going to set my top lip. For lashes today, I'm going to be taking the Lily lashes. These are the Miami ones. These are so gorgeous. These are my go-to lashes, like my everyday lashes. I love these. So when I feel like I have all the time in the world, I do use my Duo lash glue. It just takes forever to dry, so I'm gonna be using my handy dandy hair glue to stick these bad boys on today. I'm gonna use that brightest shade at the top, and I'm gonna mix it with the brown. You know what? I'm gonna mix all three. Be a freaking chemist and mix them all together. Juvia's Place powder, flat edge of the sponge. And this lip liner is by NYX. It's the Urban Cafe. As you can tell, I love it because it's so small. Like, so little. Then I am going to take Hudson by Anastasia. I'm gonna pop a little of this Tarte's lip paint, and the shade is TBT. Let's take our NYX Pump It Up Lip Plumper. This is a very like pretty, really pretty color. And the very last thing that I do and this is the first time that I did not do a voiceover. I was just talking to you guys, you know, like we were friends, like we've known each other for a very long time. I really enjoyed this style of filming. You guys let me know if you like my voiceovers more, or you know, you want to see me be my old corny self. Really a damn train in the middle of this look. I was serving looks. I felt like I was Naomi for a second and then a train. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed shooting it for you guys. Please let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see anything else and what else you would like to see. Yeah, we're gonna figure this channel out together. Thanks so much, and until next time,